Hi guys, Matt here from Out Design, and in this little video I'm going to talk to you about Capsule CRM and how to integrate the web forms into your website. So reason I'm doing this video is basically this is the first time I've ever heard of Capsule. So I'm always intrigued to see how these kind of different systems work and kind of link to websites and stuff, and I have to say this one was very different to a lot of the ones I've used before. So I'm doing this video for my own future reference, because knowing me, I'll forget in 6 months time and someone else will have Capsule and I'll be buggered. I have to go through the whole process again, and I also didn't find it that easy to do or that straightforward to do, and I didn't find the help guides that clear as well. It might have just been me being a bit thick. I don't know, but with a bit of help from Joseph from the support team, we got there in the end, and I figured let's kind of try and help you guys out as well, if in case you get stuck. So probably I'll never get one view, but hopefully someone might find it and find it useful. But hey ho. Okay, so let's get started. First thing to know is this is the Capsule dashboard, and where we want to begin is we're going to go to settings. And what I've done, set myself up as a user so I can just test, and that's done through settings and users. So I've kind of set myself up as here, Matt Aldridge, and that's literally just to test the form. So once that's done, I'll come back in and delete myself. So then what we're looking to do is go to integrations, and then what we've got here is a website contact form. So you've got all kinds of things it links up to. I didn't want to bother with Roofer or MailChimp as I don't really rate them, but I figured let's just get it sorted through the website contact form. Let's go to configure, and what you'll get, so what threw me was you can't actually set up like a form or a list like you can in most CRMs. What you have to do is kind of generate a key, and you'll get this kind of form code. So if I click on this now, it'll generate a key and it'll give me this kind of stuff here. Okay, so if I just copy this form code, what we'll do is go over to Dreamweaver, and what I've already got one set up here. So if I just pop that below, and I'll kind of grab this and I'll explain what's happening. So obviously we've got the kind of where it's talking to, new lead, post, and then we've got the key. So that was the key that was generated, and then what we've got here is a value for when it's kind of submitted, where it's going to go. So the thank you page if it's a form download, and then what we need to do now is add a hidden field, and that is, I'm just going to add these, and I'll jump back to these in a sec. I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've added this in, and then if we jump back to the system, what it does is it allows you to kind of send it to certain people on the list. So for example, say Jeff was the sales manager and you wanted website contacts to go straight to him to follow up on, we can kind of set it so it just goes straight to Jeff. Okay, so what I've got to do is set up a review ID, and all these kind of things tell you what does what. So if we go back, so what we have is a value review ID, yeah, and then what we're going to do is just grab the review ID. So if I grab mine, we can see it's working in a sec. So pop that in there. So that's the kind of form controller set up and ready to go. And then in here, what we've got, obviously our kind of names, our values for the form fields. So I've got organization name, phone, email, last name, first name. And then what I've got here is a select option box, and then a comments box. And what I'm going to do is set these up as a custom field. This is one of the things I kind of struggled a bit with, which again, it kind of tells you here, but I was kind of unsure what to put and stuff, so I'll walk you through. And what we're going to do is if we go back up in this account settings page, what we're looking for is custom fields, and then I've already set one up for this product of interest, but I'll quickly delete it and show you. So what we want to do, add a new list field. Product of interest. I'm just going to say product of interest from main web form. I'll just leave it set to both people and organizations. List values. So let me just jump back and grab these. I'll pause the video. Okay, so just grab them off my form, paste them in there. So we've got four different ones. Press save, and there we go. So that's set. And now I'm going to add another one. So let's do text field. I'm just going to call this comments, and so let's put comments user submission user query on main contact form. Okay, press save. And now what I'm going to do, if I grab this and go back to Dreamweaver, what you're looking for now, see here we've got select name, and then we've got custom field in square brackets, product of interest. So yeah, so that's already there. Now for the comments, what I'm going to do is grab that, and then I'm going to go back and just grab this. So what you're grabbing is the name of the custom field, and if I pop that in, okay, so that should be it. We should be all set up, ready to rock. So I'm just going to grab my code and I'm just going to pop it onto my website. So here's my contact page, and replace what's already there. Okay, so let's do a test submission. So test. Let's do a matttester.com 121. Okay, let's go. So that's worked, so that's gone round to the right thing, so that's good. Let's just check our email. So what you'll see now is this Capsule notifier, and then what we've got, obviously first name, last name, organization, email, phone, custom ID, product of interest, LID, custom form, test form. Okay, cool. So at least the right information is being passed, so we're happy with that. And then what I'm going to do, because it's set to me, I'm just going to log out. Log out, please. Log out. There we go. And then we'll log in to my own account just to check that the data's come through. And then what you've got, check lead created by web form. Cool. And then what you'll see, so obviously my name, my company, my phone number, my email, product of interest, and then any comments order submitted. So that's all the data's passed in, and then you can kind of do whatever you want. So you can add a task, do a follow-up and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really want to get into that. So that's it, guys. That's how we add custom forms to Capsule CRM. So it took me a little while to figure it out. Hopefully this video, if you're getting stuck, helps you out. If not, just give me a shout and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.